Hello, everybody. I'm going to tell you a delightful story.
Now, I want you to make yourselves comfortable and settle back.
Now, are you all ready? Here we go.
There was once a bull in a ring, with horns so big and a determined grin. The crowd they gathered to watch him die, lest did they know he would see another sky. The bull he has come to avenge on his past, all the heads kept him hanging with blood on the walls. I wonder what they say about the time when your hands really bite and sterilize and wash away all your sins. Jack the Torero was standing proud. He teased and taunted with his shiny red shroud. But every time he would throw a spear, it bounced right off, causing the crowd to jeer. The bull he has come to avenge all his past, all the heads that do hang and drip with blood on your walls. I wonder what he'll say about the time when your hands really bite and sterilize and wash away all your sins. Jack with his sword tried to strike the bull down, but he came a-charging and ran him to the ground. His long sharp horns pierced Jack to his death. The crowd fell silent and some even wept. The bull he has come to avenge all his past, all the heads that do hang and drip with blood on your walls. I wonder what he'll say about the time when your hands really bite and sterilize and wash away all your sins. The bull he spoke, you can never hunt me down. I'm time's best friend, your fate is in my hands. For too long now you've buried your heads in the sand, and with one blow he turned them all into bulls to roam and roam. The bull he has come to avenge all his past, all the heads kept him hanging with blood on your walls. I wonder what he'll say about the time when your hands really bite and sterilize and wash away all your sins.
The Bull Bites Back. With two high-profile projects, 29 was a successful year for Danger Mouse. Following Dark Night of the Soul, its folk musician Helena Costas, born in London and of Greek descent, who sees her collaboration with the star arranger come to fruition. Here comes Lucid, where Gui's beat propels the track, enhancing Costas' cheerful melody and her excited chorus.
Rushing till the dawn comes to pay the wheat fields gold. Running out of time before the madness calls. He's got a ball and chain wrapped and checks the lock 3 times. Stepping over pavement cracks, he thinks the worst of all, and his rolling eyes catch a crowded sky. Stepping over pavement cracks, he thinks the worst of all, and his rolling eyes catch crowded skies, and the smell of age bounce off the page and onto countless colored lines. Flying like a witch to somewhere, think it's Mexico. I got a pair of black bucolic shoes, they lead me there. And there's a man who wants to sell me things, he wears a sombrero, jumping back and forth in time and in and out of home. And the dusty roads fill my artist's notes, and the smell of sage evaporate, enhancing senses come alive. Rushing till the dawn comes to paint the wheat fields gold, running out of time before the madness calls. He's got a ball and chain wrapped in checks, the lock 3 times. Rushing till the dawn, 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 rushing till the dawn.
The origins of Joker's daughter date back to 23. At that time, Helena had begun a transatlantic correspondence with Danger Mouse well before the Grey Album made him famous on the internet and Crazy cemented his reputation as a gifted pop producer. A potential collaboration was considered. 6 years later, it became a reality. The Last Loaf, their first album, was released under the name Joker's Daughter, one of Costa's many stage names. Cake and July.
Where did July go? Is it under my pillow? How did I get here? Did I sleep through it all? And behind the curtain, nothing lies certain. No, nothing at all. Where did the cake go? Has it gone with July? Faster than the speed of tractors and cars on Route 66. It's empty and clean, but not so pristine. It's too hot to rest now. It's 3 in the morning. I hope I can get me a free ride. And the road is a long one, but it's full of noise, and the IFOs fly over and make shapes in the golden grass. At 4:58 the sun stroked the canvas of sky, but there was no sign of a break in the grey clouds up high. And behind the faces and anticipation, light mortification. And where did July go? Is it under my pillow? How did I get here? Did I sleep through it all? And behind the curtain, nothing lies certain. No, nothing at all. It's too cold to stay now. It's 6 in the morning. The rain plays catch with the washed out people running on by. And the road is a long one, but it's full of noise, and the IFOs fly over making shapes in the golden grass. And where did July go? Is it under my pillow? How did I get here? Did I sleep through it all? And behind the curtain,
Costas and Danger Mouse form, to say the least, an unlikely duo. They inhabit radically different worlds, the divide between them being wider than the Atlantic. Danger Mouse is a studio musician, creating his music indoors, while Costas' music seems so bucolic that it appears to have been written by Mother Nature herself, placing the artist firmly in the British folk tradition. It's therefore not surprising that she writes about owls that speak or that King Arthur appears to her during a walk in the countryside. Her world seems too rooted in the past to make room for contemporary technical artifices, while Danger Mouse does not seem the type to be interested in odes to smiling dragonflies. Yet the improbability of their collaboration makes The Last Loaf, at least, a curiosity. How do these two sound together? Go walking.
A ring of fire falls onto the lake as you go walking. A jousting knight throws his sword away as you go walking. And omens spread fast among the twilight sky. Before morning, an army will be declared. What treasures lie beneath the frozen log as you go walking? I stumbled on a ruined, secluded well as I went walking, and I rambled where the Romans once did tread as I went walking, condemned to silence by a cursed spell. The air is filled with spirits of the dead, and castles haunted for 1,000 years as you go walking. Through Hadrian, a bag of pipes does play as you go walking. And his wall divides and rests unto this day as you go walking. The round table legends of squabble aided play. The voice of Merlin echoes through the moor. Every mound, mile, and crag has its tale as you go walking. A gallant king and queen, they wait patiently until summoned to defend their land once more. As I ramble through the burns and crooked trees, I see them walking. I see them walking.
How do they sound together? Like a spatial pastoral, a journey under mushrooms along Hadrian's Wall. Danger Mouse makes Costas' blissful folk even more ecstatic, ethereal, and kaleidoscopic, as if pulled from a storybook, while she provides a whimsical backdrop for him to hang his samples, beats, and synths. For Costas, it's a stroll down familiar path. For Danger Mouse, it's a stay in exotic countryside. Rather than infusing his songs with his own signature sounds, he approaches the project less as a producer and more like a backing band. Thus, he can let loose a bit more here than in his previous collaborations. J.D. Falk Blues.
I've seen him walk on down by the water. He calms my weary time. He don't smile much, seems kinda shaken. It grieves my solemn time. And I wonder about him, the talks we could have. And I wonder about him, the thoughts we could have.
The economy of means introduced by the mouse is perfectly reflected in this J.D. Falk Blues. All it took was the addition of a subtle, muffled bass and an erratic keyboard solo to make the song sway between two radically opposite atmospheres. A masterstroke. And now, The Last Loaf. The title track bubbles with threatening synth cascade and rapid sitar riffs. The album opener, Worm's Head, benefits from what sounds like a live band, including Neutral Milk Hotel's bassist Scott Spillane.
A blanket of green split, king of the stone. He threw it away from his shoe and it grew. The horses turned into cows, and sheep lie on the edge of the road. The seas float across the silent wind that carries through the ears of all the wandering souls walking on the black mountain tops.
Overall, there is more of Costas than Danger Mouse in The Last Loaf, and she proves to be a charming guide along these cliffs and ravines. Her voice, airy and textured, ranges from whispered intimations to playful collisions, although her lyrics, capable of impressive wordplay, sometimes threaten to oversell the fantastical imagery. Yet, such fantasies make Danger Mouse's contribution all the more fitting, forcing him to animate his production while also offering a whimsical contrast to his demanding techniques. As Jocker's daughter, Costas and Mouse are interested in marrying organic and synthetic sounds rather than opposing them. The resulting album may be steeped in British folk history, but the duo still finds room to play with these sounds and traditions. The result is a sparkling debut album for her and one of the most rewarding collaborations for him. One last track, Under the Influence of Jaffa Cake.